Hello, welcome to this video. So this year has been really interesting. It has been filled with me kind of creating new habits and really structuring the space around me. Now with that, I have learned a deeper appreciation for having a clean space, especially since I have such a small space. You currently are seeing a majority of my apartment behind me here. With that, I need to keep it very, very clean, and that is hard to do. So today I'm doing a lovely review of this is the Maircle vacuum, specifically the S3 series. I have the S3-PRO here. Now, I am in desperate need of a new vacuum. The one I currently have really sucks, or rather doesn't. That's the problem. It's totally broken. So when they approached me and were like, hey, will you do a review of this vacuum? I'm like, yes, because I basically don't have one. So here we are. Now, I will say, spoiler alert, I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Little preview here. As soon as they said, can you do a review of a vacuum? I was like, oh, I know what I need to do. I need to do one of those shots that you always see in the vacuum commercials where they just have a bunch of stuff on the ground and you'd go over it once. Yeah, I was incredibly surprised. So let's just dive into all of the lovely features of this baby right here. So you can't see the whole thing, but this is the main vacuum right here. And then we have a bunch of different attachments. So it comes with all of the different various attachments. It has just the regular base and stem that has their tidy roll brush inside. So that's what you're gonna be using for like basically everything. And we'll talk about some more of the wonderful features on that later. But then in addition to that, we also have the electric sofa brush attachment, which is good for furniture and bedding. So I can literally just vacuum the couch or my bed with this. The 2-in-1 service tool for tight spaces, either with the brush or without. A furniture brush for gentle cleaning, think like cabinet tops or table surfaces. And then obviously a nice little extension hose so you can actually increase reach. And each one of those things can actually connect directly on to this main body here, like I was showing you, instead of having to connect to that long hose. And the thing that I love the most about this is that it all comes on this one storage and charging station. So it is this platform that has a spot for every single item that I just showed you, and also doubles as a charging station. So you can plug the plug directly into the back of it and it will charge the whole thing. Or you can just plug directly into the vacuum and charge that way, but I like having this stand. So let's get into some of the more nitty gritty like product specs to just like get those out there and out of the way. The floor brush is designed to be tangle-free when it comes to all those hairs. So especially if you have a dog or if you're like me and you have very long hair and hair just ends up everywhere, it won't get super tangled all over the brush. It has a 70-minute long battery life, so you can vacuum your entire house, or for me, easily vacuum my entire apartment on one battery charge. It has an LED light in the front so you can actually see what you're targeting. You can like see the dust in front of the vacuum. And it also has a smart LED feature that picks up on microdust. It has a smart LED control panel that tells you when it's charging and how many minutes are left on the battery life. And it has 23 kPa suction power. In addition to that, it also has 3 speeds, so like a low, a standard, and high suction speed. You can also fully take it all apart to clean it. It is super easy to empty. The hair does not get tangled inside the compartment, so you can just pop it open and everything falls right out. But in addition to that, the HEPA filter that is inside, you can actually take out and clean, let it dry, and then put it back in. So the lifetime will last longer and you're not having to constantly replace the filter, which I love. Knowing that I don't have to like be throwing stuff out, I can just wash it and reuse it. Love that, love that. Now I'm not even going to try to pretend that I understand the technology of vacuums and how they actually work and all of the like cyclone stuff and everything. However, their multi-cone fully sealed cyclone technology basically just means that it's able to more effectively separate out all of that micro dust. So you know when you're vacuuming and like the vacuum actually ends up just like kicking up a bunch of the dust into the air, and so then you're sneezing after you're vacuuming, and then like 10 minutes after you vacuum, there's dust and dirt all over the place because it got kicked up, didn't get vacuumed, and then settled down again. Yes, so this prevents. That's what that technology is meant to prevent. It also puts less wear onto that HEPA filter, so you don't have to replace it as often. Also, with all of the different attachments, you have basically every single possible solution for cleaning that you're gonna need all in this one vacuum. So I can use it to vacuum up everything all over my floor. The slim design means I can easily get under my coffee table and under my couch, and then I can quickly swap that out, change it to the furniture cleaning head that I can then vacuum my couch and my bed with, swap that for the 2-in-1 tool to get in between the cushions on the couch, then use the furniture brush to clean off all surface areas like coffee tables, on my entertainment unit, like all of that stuff, put on the extension cord, use that 2-in-1 tool again, and get on top of all of the picture frames. I'm able to do all of that all with the one vacuum. It also means if I have like a simple spill and like some stuff falls on the floor, especially in like my kitchen or something, I don't have to break out the giant vacuum in order to deal with it. I can use the smaller attachment so it's more compact that comes with part of the vacuum itself. Now, I mentioned before that when I found out I was gonna be making this video, I was like, oh my God, I need to do one of those shots where they have a bunch of stuff on the floor and the vacuum goes over it and it sucks it all up. And I wanted to do that. So I did a combination of some rice and sugar. I don't know why, it just seemed like, you know, like big enough particles as well as small enough particles to like really show what I would want the vacuum to be picking up. I took that, spread it on the floor, and did a single pass. Whoa! And would you look at that? That wasn't even on the strongest setting. That was on the medium setting, and it did it in a single pass. I honestly was not expecting it to be such a clean line. So if that goes to show you, it definitely works. It's also currently the holidays as I'm filming this. So this boy picked up, I can't even tell you how many pine needles from around my apartment, because I do have a real Christmas tree. So there are just pine needles everywhere. But I love that it has that light in the front so that while I'm vacuuming, it will actually shine a light on the particles that are on the floor that I actually might not see from the angle that I'm at without that light. The screen right there tells me how much longer I have for a battery life on it. So if I'm vacuuming, I know like, oh, is it gonna be a quick vacuum or do I have enough charge to actually do the longer vacuum? But with it having a 70-minute battery life, like as long as I'm just letting it sit and charge, I don't think I'm ever really gonna run out of battery. My apartment's not big enough to run out of battery in this thing. And when I received it, it was honestly so easy to put together. I just took all of the pieces out of the box and assembled it right onto that main base. And like, that was it. It honestly was way more simple than I thought it was gonna be. It actually took me longer because I thought it was going to be more complicated. And so I was like looking for what I was missing and I wasn't missing anything, so. But I am recording this video and posting it right around the holidays. So maybe you're watching this going into the new year. The new year is a perfect time to really up that cleaning game. Like just clean your entire space, start the new year fresh. A vacuum is a great way to do that. It's going to be touching every single part of your space, and it really, there's something about having those clean surfaces, specifically the floors, that just makes your space feel so much cleaner to be in. Like there's nothing worse than walking around and feeling like little bits of dirt on your feet. Not fun. So maybe this is your sign to step up your vacuum game going into this new year. So thank you again, Maircle, for sponsoring this video and sending me this unit to test. This is the Maircle S series, specifically the S Pro. That's the one that I have. But if you would like to learn more about this vacuum, or you're interested and you're like, ooh, maybe I want to try that, I will have the link down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you were looking for information about this specific vacuum, I hope I answered your questions. Or if you were just doing research on vacuums, I hope I helped narrow down your search. But I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, guys.